Hey guys, today I wanted to show you my foundation routine. This is what I do pretty much every day. I switch up the products a lot depending on how long I'm going to be out for. Like for example, today I am going to be going to classes from 8 in the morning till 8:30 at night. So I'll probably be using a higher end foundation so that it lasts longer. But if I'm not going to be out for that long, I'll wear drugstore all the time. But for this video, I'm going to show you my favorite high end products that I like to use when I'm going to be out for a long time. I show drugstore products all the time in my videos, so for this one video I wanted to show you my favorite high-end stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy it and please keep on watching. Now I'm going to moisturize my skin. This is one of my favorites. It's the Protect and Perfect Day Cream from No. 7. I just got this at Target actually, but it's one of my favorites. It's really moisturizing, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So when I apply my foundation, I like to use this brush here. This is my favorite. It's the Sedona Lace FB07. And what I'll do is just squirt a little bit of the foundation onto my finger. And this is an NW20. And then I'll just do like 3 strokes on my face and then 1 on my chin. And I like to use patting motions. I don't really like to swirl everything in because I feel like this gives me the most coverage if I do it this way. And I like a full coverage. And I'm not even using a full pump for the one side of my face. I'm probably using about half a pump if you guys have this foundation. But as you can see, it gives a really nice coverage, and that's why I like it, and it actually lasts all day. Yesterday I wore this and I took a nap, and then I woke up and my foundation was still on, so that was pretty cool. Just going to use a little bit more for my nose and my forehead. And then whatever is left on the brush, I kind of just blend it on my eyelids. So then if I have any blemishes or anything like that, this is where I'll go in with just a little dot of the foundation on my finger and just pat it wherever I can see redness coming through, which you guys probably won't be able to see on the camera, but I can see because I'm up close to a mirror. So wherever you see redness, I'm just going to lightly pat just a little bit more foundation. So the next step is concealer, and I'm also going to be using Max Pro Longwear Concealer here. Squirt a little bit on the back of my hand, like this. A lot of people like to use a brush to apply their concealer. I personally like to use my finger because I feel like it warms up the concealer much better, it blends in better, and then throughout the day it doesn't crease because it's so well blended in. So I'm just going to use my finger and I just kind of swirl it to warm it up. And then whatever's left on my finger, I'll just pat it in right underneath of my eye. And then kind of use light swiping motions to blend it in. And then I'll swirl it again. Whatever is left, I'll pat it underneath of the eye and blend it in. I have tried using brushes before, but I feel like for this, fingers are the best. Okay, so the next step is powder, and I feel so bad that I keep using high-end products. I do love using drugstore. It's just for today I'm going to be out from 8 to 8:30 p.m. so I need to use stuff that's going to last a long time. But for powder, on the drugstore side, I do also love to use Milani's powder in the color Shell 01. You guys know I use that all the time. But I wanted to show you one of my high-end favorites, which is Lancome's Dual Finish in Matte Buff. Matte Buff 2. It's seriously one of my new favorites ever since I got it, I think a month ago. And so for the powder, I like to use a brush like this. It's the Sedona Lace FB03. And I'll just pat it in there on all sides. And I like to use rolling motions. So I'll just kind of roll it on my skin. And I feel that that blends everything out a bit better. Gives you a much softer look. So just kind of lightly blend it. I'm going to go finish my eyes and then I'll be right back to show you the steps that I do for my bronzer and stuff like that. This is my favorite go-to bronzer, especially for every day. It lasts the whole day. It doesn't ever get splotchy, which I hate that kind of look. So this is my favorite from NARS. It's in the color Laguna. And I actually just use the same brush here that I used for my powder before. And this is the Sedona Lace FB03. And I just pat it into the bronzer here, just on the very tip of it, and I contour out my cheekbones. And I try not to bring it too far down, since this is more of an everyday look. And I don't just keep it in the hollows of the cheeks. I actually blend it up onto my cheekbones as well, just to get a well-rounded look. And then I'll blend a little bit on my nose, on the tip of my nose, and then through my temples as well, and onto the top of my forehead. And then I also like to blend it on my neck, because my neck is pretty pale as well. I need to self-tan. I haven't done that in a couple weeks. And the very last thing I like to do is blush. You guys know this is my favorite. I bet you when I show this, you're going to be like, yep, she wears that all the time. It's Benefit's Dandelion here. This is seriously my favorite. So I like to use just a brush like this. Any blush brush will do, but I personally like this one because it gives a much lighter look. And this is one from BH Cosmetics. And I just kind of pat it into the blush. I smile and I lightly put it on the apples of my cheeks. You just want to make sure that it blends in well with the bronzer. Alright, and the last step is lipstick. This is actually my favorite. You guys know from my previous video. I think it's in the color Nude Illusion, but I'm not quite sure. It's 152. It's the L'Oreal Lay Glosses. And this gloss here is so perfect just to put on and give your lips color and shine. Alright guys, so that's it for my foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in my next one.